one live.
Hey, salam al-Masih. God bless each and every one of you this evening out there watching this live stream. Today. Oh, we got some Dawah drama that you just may not even believe. That's right. We got Muslims going at Muslims again. That's right, again. Hey, but before we get into this live stream, y'all, hey, Elisa G is right out there, y'all. Elisa G is right. Let's hit that like button and get your, as JaiandDOC would say, your popcorn and your Pepsi. Get that ready. It is going to be a fun live stream with the Imam this evening. So I just want to let everyone know that first and foremost, JaiandDOC, they did an amazing review of this yesterday. I did get to watch that. I was actually away at a 50th birthday for a friend, and I just got home today. So I was able to watch JaiandDOC's review of this, and I was actually able to see Reasoned Answers review of it today too, and both of them reviews are amazing. My brother and sister, of course, JaiandDOC. I especially loved how quick they got out and got that information out here. But is that all the information that's actually happened in the last 24 hours, though, y'all? Is that the last that has happened in the last 24 hours? So we know that a Muhammad Hijab is getting mashed by this guy called Beyond Veils. Beyond Veils come out with the video just demolishing Muhammad Hijab and exposing the Dawah Epstein list. That's right, y'all. I can use that name because JaiandDOC coined that name yesterday. So let's go ahead, because a lot of people out there were thinking, is this actually true? What this guy is presenting, are these messages actually real from this WhatsApp discussion, right? So there's actually been a response done in the last, let me take a look here, in the last 10 hours. So we've actually got one of the culprits that are involved in this whole nastiness is what we're going to go through. And this is Diddy Dean Responds. So Diddy Dean Responds is going to step front line in the Ummah. He's going after it. We're gonna find out what's going on here. We gonna find out what is going on, right? So I want to go through the video, certain parts of what Diddy Dean response did, and I want to see what his idea is. And let's put this all together. So let me go ahead and get Diddy Dean responds up here, and let's see what he actually responded to. Okay, so are these chats, are they truthful? Are they a representative of what happened? Or is this all just made up? This guy's just making up screenshots and things to that nature. Well, we will find out, of course, right? So let's go ahead and start the video.
The main point of why I'm making this video, guys, I don't like to be involved in drama. This guy literally forced my hand to clarify that he's basically dragging my name under the mud. So this is like a need to make this video. Well, basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be showing that this guy is deceptive, but not just deceptive, he's actually ignorant on Islamic sciences.
So again, they're going to expose this man for the video. So what is Diddy Dean going to expose, right?
That's the only things I can really comment on. Whether Hijab did this or the sister did that, that's another topic. I'm not an Islamic jury to dictate who did what.
Let me back that up a second here. He's not here to refute if Muhammad Hijab did anything wrong or if the sister did anything. He's not an Islamic jurist. This is what he says, right? But let's go back. I just want him to say that one more time. Hey, Dean, say it with your chest. Come on, boy. Say it with your chest.
Deceptive, but not just deceptive, he's actually ignorant on Islamic sciences. That's the only things I can really comment on. Whether Hijab did this or the sister did that, that's another topic. I'm not an Islamic jury to dictate who did what are the witnesses for what. All I can do is show the deception on this person's side, misusing Islamic sources. So that's what I'm going to be doing, inshallah.
So he's not actually going to expose anything that would have happened between this Miss Yar marriage, but he wants to just expose this guy when it comes to Islamic doctrine. Okay, well, what's going on here, Diddy Dean? What is going on, man?
Now, let's begin. I mean, yeah, we can put the intro so you guys can get an idea of what he's trying to do here. He's trying to do like a whole Epstein list, Epstein Dawah list.
Whoa. I think Diddy Dean just done exposed himself, y'all. I think Diddy Dean just done exposed himself. Let me go back here just 1 second. Here. So, JaiandDOC coined the name the Dawah or the Epstein list, the Dawah boys, put them two together. Now, listen to what Diddy Dean calls it, though.
Get an idea of what he's trying to do here. He's trying to do like a whole Epstein list, Epstein Dawah list. Really cringe.
Hey, I think Diddy Dean just shows that he actually watches JaiandDOC. Because the only way he would have been able to identify this as a Epstein Dawah list would be by listening to my dear brother and sister, JaiandDOC, who actually said this yesterday on their live stream. So I'd just like to thank you for confirming, Diddy Dean, that you do actually watch my brother and sister, JaiandDOC, when they go live. And I like their lives too. I do. So hey, at least we had that in common, that we like their lives and we make sure we catch up on them. Hey, and if JaiandDOC ain't here, hey, somebody let them know on their next live stream that Diddy Dean is using the same terms that they use in their lives, so we know that he's watching them. Right? We know that he's watching them. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into the actual exposure, though.
Collaborative planning and collusion I want everyone watching to solidify this important point. All of these discussions are happening in a chat, in a room of 75 du'at, many who are leaders, influencers, and wear a badge of religiosity on their sleeves. Of the 75 du'at, key individuals include Muhammad Hijab and Ali Dawah. In addition, there is Hashim from Speaker's Corner, the admin of the group, someone who runs a YouTube channel called Dawah Wise and is a colleague of both Muhammad Hijab and Ali Dawah. In addition, there is Muhammad Murad, who runs another YouTube channel called Dean Responds. Without further ado, let's dive right in. The messages you are about to see are from...
So, this guy just said that there's a group of 75 dais. These are the 4 that he's going to talk about, and that they're in the group, and this is what they're... So far, Diddy Dean has not denied anything. So by him not denying it, he is confirming it under Islamic law. Isn't that the truth, y'all? Silence is consent, Diddy Dean. Silence is consent. So when you're silent on this matter, you're agreeing that this man is telling the truth. Hey, but let's keep going.
A WhatsApp group called HP Dawah, short for Hyde Park Dawah. As you can see, this group consists of 75 members. Let's take a look at what Muhammad Hijab had to say behind the curtains. Chapter 1, Deception and Lies.
So what we're going to be doing is, inshallah, because he set up the scene, we're going to be showing how this guy tried to make it seem like myself and other people in the WhatsApp group were bringing up false accusations against the sister that she was mentally ill. Okay.
So here, the only thing that he wants to refute, the only thing that he wants to expose is that they were making up that this sister Aisha had a mental illness. So out of this whole video that we're going to see after this one, the only refutation, the only thing that he had a problem with was this right here, when they were saying that Aisha had a mental illness. Now, the only thing he wants to do is he wants to prove his case. Hey, Diddy Dean, we's here, man. We's here for you. You go ahead and give your case. But before we do that, though, before we get into the case of Diddy Dean, we do got to give a shout out to my dear brother, Big Brother Scott up in the building. My brother from another mother. My brother through suckling. Salam alaikum, dear brother. And he sends a super chat. Hey, thank you so much, my brother. And he says, look at these Abduls abduling around. Hey, they've been abduling around for a long time, my brother. And then he sends another super chat. He making it rain down in that chat, y'all. He said, Muhammad Hijab married a woman for 15 minutes. Crazy work. Muslims follow Muhammad Hijab more than they follow their false prophet and their false God. Hey, and we're about to expose that today, Big Brother Scott. We're about to expose that one today. Hey, and as Big Brother Scott says, it is the real Mizyar Wives of London going on over there, y'all. It is the real Mizyar Wives of London going on over there. Hey, that's what we like to see. Hey, salam alaikum to you, big brother. God bless you. Thank you so much for the support. We also have Isa Kabir. Salam alaikum, my friend. He says salam alaikum back. Me and Isa Kabir, we go back a long time. Thank you so much for showing love and support, which you always have. God bless you. And I pray that you become a Christian and you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. And with saying that, though, let's get into the review.
So let's bring that up, inshallah. I think it's about 1307. So this individual and his team, they clearly cover up evidence that they don't like, and they only present evidence that they do like. So take that with, like, as you will. Personally, I don't care about anything this guy says. I couldn't care less about this whole situation before. I was merely supporting a brother that was getting attacked by someone that seemed to be an apostate, as we're going to soon.
So he was protecting a brother that seem to be an apostate. That this is his whole defense, y'all. Again, Muhammad Hijab, he's not here to defend Muhammad Hijab, member, or say anything. He's not a jurist, remember.
Show, inshallah. So obviously I would support a Muslim brother over someone that is seemingly an apostate, as we'll show, inshallah.
Occurred. Chapter 3, the smear campaign.
Thus,
Let's continue the autopsy, because what you're about to witness next is the heart of the cover-up, the mind of the schemers, the moral void behind the Dawah stage mask. This wasn't just one man trying to salvage his reputation. It was a full-blown operation. In the private HP Dawah WhatsApp group, once again, consisting of 75 du'at, we see a coordinated plan unfold, not just from Hijab, but with active participation from Adi Dawah, and perhaps most chillingly, Hashim from Speaker's Corner, a longtime associate and the group's admin. Let's start with the scheming. Hashim doubles down on the position of Hijab keeping the video on a different channel.
Again, while we're going through Diddy Dean's video, I want you to pay attention to the things that he says are false and the things that he does not respond to. So right here, this man's making a good point, right? Let's hear what Diddy Dean's response is.
Ensuring it isn't linked to him.
Stick to your original plan of a different channel. I think Aisha has some mental issues, ADHD. She came on our live stream last year to clear her doubts about the Quran and Hadith too.
Take note of what he states here, that he believes she has a mental issue.
I think
Specifically ADHD, something many people suffer from in different forms, lacking the ability to focus at times. He then shares an email that Sister Aisha had sent a year back regarding some questions and concerns she had.
Salam. I am contacting you again about my question. I have gone through the answers given and made some more research.
Later in the email, she mentions what she coins as a disability. Also, take note of how professional and courteous she is.
Brother Mansour used a very useful method that helps establish certainty step by step. I do apologize for not following up with that process. I have a mental disability, and when I am under tension, it becomes hard for me to clearly express my ideas or focus on all information given. I would appreciate it if I am able to meet with Brother Mansour to discuss further. I will share here some of the resources I checked.
She clearly states her mental challenge being related to not being able to express her ideas or focus when under tension or stress. Despite that, let's take a look at the conversation.
Oh yeah, Diddy Dean is actually muted in the video he did here. So he actually thinks he's talking,
That
and
ensues.
he's not.
Make a second video on new channel with more evidence that we have given and make a case she's mentally ill.
Mental illness will work in her favor, as it'll show Muhammad Hijab took advantage of her vulnerability. Best case would be to expose her as someone doubting the Quran, the very book she uses to demand a mubahala.
So Murad wants to make a case she's mentally ill, and Hashim says that might work in her favor. So instead, he suggests, quote, exposing her as someone doubting the Quran. I want you to take a moment to realize what is happening here. This is a sister who brought forth a case of being tricked and deceived into a hotel, intimacy only.
Again, Diddy Dean is muted right now. Let me go ahead and let me see if I can fast forward to when he unmutes himself.
Mentally ill after saying
There it
mentally
is.
ill, and this was what I was saying in the WhatsApp group. And if anyone says she's not mentally ill after saying what I presented on the WhatsApp group, then you gotta be mentally ill yourself.
All right, so he's gonna show why he says that this Aisha is mentally ill. And if you don't agree with him, then you're mentally ill as well. All right, well, let's see the evidence, Diddy Dean.
Like, seriously. So let's begin with this. So let's say, for the sake of argument, no Muslim was able to aid her.
Axel,
For the sake of argument,
no Muslim.
she had no one to go to that was Muslim.
She had no Muslim to go to, y'all. None.
Is the best thing to do after that is to go to an Islamophobe and tell them that there's something that they would like to see or like to know that involves this whole situation.
So, you're mentally ill if you go to an Islamophobe. Okay, I think I see where you're going here. But let's see what's going on, Diddy Dean.
Is that someone that's mentally sane that they would do? So,
hey, let me go ahead and pause this video in. We got to give a shout out to my brother Reason Dancers. We got Thaddeus in the building, y'all. Hey, brother, I had to mention you earlier. You did it excellent. Yeah, hey, he's Diddy Dean over here on the One Way Apologetics YouTube channel. But you did an awesome review of this earlier, brother. I wanted to give you some credit, so I mentioned your name earlier. You and Too Many Marys. Hey, that was an awesome live stream you did earlier. And with Mary, like a lot of people don't understand the amount of knowledge that this woman has. So I would get over there and I would check out Thaddeus's review with Mary over that Reasoned Answers. But let's get back into Diddy Dean and let's see what Diddy Dean says about this mental illness. So mental illness, if you go to an Islamophobe, that's what mental illness is so far to Diddy Dean. All right, present your evidence, Dean.
Let's have a look. Did Muhammad ﷺ perform miracles? The Quran says no. So this is David Wood's Twitter. Hi, David. I have some important information to share with you that you may find useful to share about Islam. Not about Muhammad Hijab, about Islam. This is like kufr, if not borderline kufr.
Okay, so somebody can make a kufr statement and they don't have to be mentally ill. For instance, let's just throw this one out there, y'all. What if a Muslim man, weirdly enough, let's just say, what if a Muslim man had, and I'll just throw this one out there in the dark, had like a misyar marriage with a Muslim. Let's just put that one out there. Okay, let's say that happened. Let's say that the woman felt very, very hurt because she was deceived, lied to, and used. So the woman received or felt hurt from that. This could be a woman that is hurt that wants to get back at somebody for what they had done to her. And because no Muslims were willing to actually help, what they were doing is condemning and trying to make her feel worse, right? Instead of that, the only person or the only people that she could reach out to get her story there would be somebody like David Wood. And who else we going to see here?
Clearly. And this is what this guy omitted from the WhatsApp messages that you guys aren't going to see.
So this
right?
is why somebody's mentally...
So these are part of the images I sent on the WhatsApp group when I made the statement that, yeah, this person's clearly mentally ill. It's not me just making a smearing campaign against this person just because I want to blindly defend Muhammad Hijab. No. Muhammad Hijab is a brother I know that is definitely a Muslim. This is a person, Allahu Alam, I don't know who this person is.
Oh, you know, it's the woman that Muhammad Hijab, your dear brother, the Muslim man, had misyar marriage with. You know exactly who it is.
For all I know, she could be an enemy towards Islam. And this evidence points towards that fact that she is an enemy against Islam.
Weirdly enough, you would say something like that, though. Weirdly enough, you would say something like that, Diddy Dean responds. Because my dear sister, Mary, had a wonderful idea earlier. What she said is we should go back into the video, scroll all the way down to the first comments, and see what those first comments were. So this Diddy Dean is doubting that this is even a Muslim person that's speaking, right? Weirdly enough, you have people that are commenting right after the video, getting 742 likes, and they said, Mossad didn't really send their best. So she's a Mossad agent now. 742 people liking that. That is probably the stupidest comment somebody could make. But of course, when you massively like a comment, you push it out there into the algorithm. So what they're doing is they're framing her in a way to try to distance her from Islam, because once you distance her from Islam, it doesn't matter what happens. But let's continue, Diddy Dean.
whether any allegations happen or didn't happen, this is what I'm saying on the Zahir. What I'm saying is someone that is mentally ill, if not an enemy of Islam. And in both cases, I will support Muhammad Hijab against this person, clearly. Here's a second image. And by the way, all of this is on the WhatsApp group that this person conveniently omitted. Islamic missile technology. So this is Abdullah Samir. So he's just making fun of the Quran, right? Another Islamophobe. And here is her again wanting to bring this whole story to in light to him. And not just that, we have apostate prophet as well, telling him that she needs his help. So even if a Muslim can't help you, why don't you go to someone?
There we go. This is the whole reason why Diddy Dean wanted to do this video. He wanted to clear his name. He wanted to say, nah, when I said that this sister had a mental illness, that is exactly what it is. Everything else that this man said in that video exposing Muhammad Hijab and the 75 Dawah boys and everything else, what he's doing here is he's confirming it's all true. Everything that you saw and you're about to see again in JaiandDOC's video, in Reasoned Answers video, and today, what you see from the video from Behind the Veil, every one of them conversations are real and true. He has not said once at all that any of it's untrue. And we're about to find out that Muhammad Hijab made a YouTube channel and tried to say he didn't make the YouTube channel. And weirdly enough, Diddy Dean, when he does this video, he actually is confirming everything that he said in that previous video. And Diddy Dean was too stupid to realize what he was doing before he actually made this video, because he wanted to make sure that he could be like, hey guys, when I said she had mental illness, I was actually right. Hey, I'm not being exposed here. But what is being exposed is your lack of common sense, Diddy Dean, because when Aisha wanted to go to AP, when she wanted to go to Abdullah Samir, when she wanted to go to David Wood to tell her stories, because you Muslims were trying to muzzle her and put her behind the veil again and try to hide what was going on and try to keep her from speaking her truth. The only people that she was able to get to voice her opinion was David Wood, was AP, was Abdul Samir, and other people like that. And of course, my dear brother, Reasoned Answers. Hey, if you haven't saw Reasoned Answers, he's been following this the whole time. He actually has interviewed Aisha herself. You may want to go over there and check those videos out if you haven't. I've been watching the whole thing. It's amazing. So the real reason why I wanted to show this is because Diddy Dean, when he did this video, he confirmed everything that we're about to see in the video that I'm about to show coming to you now. So yesterday, JaiandDOC, and today, Reasoned Answers, did a live stream and a review of a video by a person called Beyond Veils. And today, I'm going to review to the same thing. Now, when they went through the review, they didn't know that Diddy Dean had already or had confirmed everything that they were about to say. So everything that Reasoned Answer said, everything that Jay said is true. So who are these boys in that list? Who are you? We know that I'm saying Libiano is one of them. I'm throwing right out there. If Libiano don't come out and say, I'm not a part of this group with evidence, I'm saying he is. Ijaz Ahmed, if you don't come out and say, I'm not a part of this group, I'm assuming you are. Hamza from Hamza's Den, If you don't come out and say, I'm not a part of this group, I'm assuming you are. All of you Dawah boys that are out there, do you support what you's about to see? Let's get it behind the veil.
Series uncovering the case against Muhammad Hijab, we've peeled back layers of deception and lies, one disturbing revelation at a time. But today we step past the whispers and into the shadows, into the very scene where the crime was concealed. Stay tuned, because what we're about to uncover is far more disturbing than you ever imagined. The grave has been dug, the lies were buried, and today, with our own hands, we unearth what they tried to conceal. This is not a debate, this is not a refutation, it is not a discussion. This is an autopsy of a cover-up, of a calculated smear campaign, and a desperate bid to bury the truth just beneath the surface. And if you look closely, the soil is still unsettled. The body lies nearby. The body still warm. A moral and Islamic crime freshly committed, and we are standing just a few lengths away. Scattered before us are the blood-stained fragments of truth, voice notes, WhatsApp messages, threats, fabricated evidence, and even first-hand testimony of blackmail. And while we stand here dissecting the truth in broad daylight, we begin to hear shouting. Lo and behold, it's Muhammad Hijab and Adi Dawah yelling at the top of their lungs.
Look over there, everyone. There's a fire.
I swear, over there, it's a gigantic fire.
Both of them frantically trying to draw your attention away from the crime scene. But what they didn't realize is that they left behind a fresh trail of evidence. Brothers and sisters, do not fall for the misdirection. From day one, Muhammad Hijab and Adi Dawah have relied on theatrics, smoke and mirrors to...
Again, while we're going through this video, y'all, Diddy Dean just confirmed everything we see in the chat is 100% true. Just remember that.
deflect and divert your attention. But today, the smoke clears. And beneath the ashes lies another damning revelation. A continuation of Muhammad Hijab's deceit, a confirmation of Adi Dawah's collusion, and a reminder that no fire they set can burn away the truth. In the past few months, I gained access to a WhatsApp group being used to coordinate the planning and the strategizing discussions related to Muhammad Hijab's response to the case we had brought forth against him. Despite having direct access to this group for some time, I decided to wait. But that wait is now over. This is the moment of truth that you've been waiting for. The details I'm about to share are from conversations that ensued in this WhatsApp group consisting of 75 du'at, 75 individuals that spread and invite people to Islam. Before I share these damning proofs of their engagement in lies, deception, collaborative planning, and collusion, I want everyone watching to solidify this important point. All of these discussions are happening in a chat, in a room of 75 du'at, many who are leaders, influencers, and wear a badge of religiosity on their sleeves. Of the 75 du'at, key individuals include Muhammad Hijab and Adi Dawah. In addition, there is Hashim from Speaker's Corner, the admin of the group, someone who runs a YouTube channel called Dawah Wise and is a colleague of both Muhammad Hijab and Adi Dawah. In addition, there is Muhammad Murad, who runs another YouTube channel called Dean Responds. Without further ado, let's dive right in. The messages you are about to see are from a WhatsApp group called HP Dawah, short for Hyde Park Dawah. As you can see,
again, when Diddy Dean was responding, he did not say that these are not there. He confirmed that these conversations that we are about to see are true.
this group consists of 75 members. Let's take a look at what Muhammad Hijab had to say behind the curtains. Chapter 1: Deception and Lies. On April 8th, just 2 days after we published the case against Muhammad Hijab with respect to the secret marriage with Sister Aisha and the deception he engaged in, Hijab posts a message to the group stating,
In 1 hour, I will put up a response video to some serious allegations made.
to ensure he gains a favorable and positive sentiment with regards to the public's perception, he makes a request.
If everyone can positively comment on this video, I would appreciate it.
And then, Just prior to releasing the video, he continues by saying,
The video will be a conclusive and clinical counterattack. It won't go on my main channel. I have made a channel with 0 subscribers.
Subhanallah, if there is nothing.
Let me go back 1 second, because these are true messages. What did Muhammad Hijab just say in this last message?
Attack. It won't go on my main channel. I have made a channel with 0 subscribers.
He made a channel with 0 subscribers. He wants all of these Dawah boys to go and comment and like it, because that puts it into the algorithm. The earliest comments, the better. And we might as well pause for right now. And after this video, I need all of you guys to go ahead and comment into the video and like the video so we can get it into the algorithm as well. But this is my main channel. Just much love before y'all do that anyway. Just saying. I wanted to throw that. I'm doing my own plug as well. Hey, they're doing plugs. I'm doing plugs. Hey, salam alaikum to a few of the super chats. Let's get some of them in here while we got a little bit of a break. We got Jesus is my Lord 72. Salam alaikum. Thank you so much for the super sticker. We got my man, my brother from another mother, another original Quran only Christian up in the house. We got DJ Roll in the building. Salam alaikum, brother. And he says, don't worry, Muslims. Diddy Dean is on the case. That's right. Hey, Muslims, Muhammad Hijab and the rest of you guys over there, don't worry. Diddy Dean got your back. Or maybe that is a problem. Yay. Whatever you guys like, we knew what Muhammad liked. So, hey, maybe you're like that as well. And we also got Damian Foster, Salam alaikum, with the super sticker as well. Thank you so much for the support. God bless each and every one of you. All right. Let's get back into the live stream.
Subhanallah, if there is nothing else that you take away from this video, at least take this one point home. He clearly states that the video he is releasing will not be on his own channel, and that he has made a channel with 0 subscribers, referring to False Accusations UK. If you didn't catch it the first time, listen again carefully.
It won't go on my main channel. I have made a channel with 0 subscribers.
Now I want you to hear exactly what was stated in the video that Hijab released.
This channel is not affiliated with Muhammad Hijab, nor are we based in the UK. While it is true that in our initial video we reached out to Hijab, who provided us with key pieces of evidence that shaped our conclusions, this time there was no need to make any such request, because this time the evidence came directly to us.
Absolute lies. He openly
Muhammad Hijab openly admitted in the WhatsApp discussion that he is the owner of this YouTube channel. But the video on the YouTube channel says that it has no affiliation with Muhammad Hijab. They reached out to Muhammad Hijab one time, but they didn't even have to reach out to him this time. Well, we know why you didn't have to reach out to him this time. Because it was you with a voice changer. And again, how do we know that this is true? How do we know that those messages in WhatsApp were actually there, that this group actually exists? Because Diddy Dean did a response video affirming the authenticity of the WhatsApp messages. Good job, Diddy Dean. Good job, my friend. And that's why I wanted to start with Diddy Dean's video to confirm everything we're about to see in these conversations are true. But let's go.
admits in his own words that he created the channel. Then without hesitation, he lies to your face in public, claiming that the channel is not affiliated with him. So ask yourself, why use an anonymous AI narrator to deny affiliation? Why pretend this was some independent third party? And why, behind closed doors, in a private WhatsApp group of 75 du'at, does he plainly state that he made the channel and would be posting the video there and not on his main channel? Because the man is not just dishonest, he is a calculated, pathological liar, a wicked deceiver cloaked in the language of religiosity, and he is absolutely not to be trusted. From the start, he planned to avoid facing the allegations head on. He used an anonymous channel. He hid behind a cryptic AI avatar. He built an entire smokescreen just so he could dodge the direct challenge put forth by Sister Aisha and escape having to take an oath. Because he knew.
Oh, man. Oh, man. And you got me dying laughing over here. It's not the man behind the curtain. It's Muhammad Hijab, the man under the hijab. Oh, I man, that was good. That was good. All right, let's get back into it.
The moment he was under oath, the lies would unravel. His web of deceit would collapse. Yet even with all this careful plotting, with burner phones, disappearing messages, anonymous wakil and witnesses on Zoom with no faces, no names, Sister Aisha paying for the hotels, all while slithering in and out wearing a mask. Even with all of this, something still haunted him. Deep down, he knew evidence could surface, witnesses might speak, the truth might claw its way out. And now it has. We've already shown you self-incriminating evidence, but this admission in a group of 75 du'at is another nail in the coffin. Hijab confesses to creating the channel, then publishes a video using an AI narrator referring to himself in third person. Why? To deceive you, to manipulate those who still give him the benefit of the doubt, to mislead his blind followers who have been conditioned to accept his every word without scrutiny. Let this be clear. The False Accusations UK channel wasn't made in reaction to the public expose. It was created in November of 2023, long before any videos that went live. And shortly after things escalated between him and Sister Aisha, after a deception-laced marriage, he began collecting dirt, plotting responses, building a backup channel, just in case she ever had the courage to go public. And now she has. And every step he took to prepare for that moment has come back to expose him. He tried to dodge future accountability, but despite him trying to carefully tread a trail without tracks, he slipped. And this group of 75 du'at, they witnessed it. If you shift to the bottom,
and a person in that group of the 75 du'at actually exposed that this whole thing is real.
of this same message, you will see another member of this group comment.
But its commenting on the channel soon after release would mean the Dawah brothers knew the person who created the video, implying you.
Even within the group, one of the members warns that engaging too quickly with the video might expose the truth, that Hijab himself was behind the channel all along.
And this message shows that every one of those 75 Dawah boys in that group knew Muhammad Hijab made this channel, knew he made it before everything come out public, and is still defending his lie.
It was a subtle but serious cautionary message to Muhammad Hijab. Bro, your fingerprints are all over it. This wasn't just a one-off comment. It highlights the coordinated effort to hide Hijab's involvement and deceive the public. Just a few hours later, Hijab posts a video in the group. A member compliments it, calling it solid. Hijab responds.
If they retaliate, we have more.
In other words, he wasn't just responding, he was preparing for war. A calculated strategy, ready to drop follow-up attacks if anyone dared to speak the truth. Soon after, Murad responds.
AI voice just makes the situation look even shadier.
Even his own circle recognized.
Diddy Dean knew that Muhammad Hijab made that video lying and didn't even want to mention it. But remember, he said, if Muhammad Hijab did anything wrong, he was going to condemn him. Well, is that wrong, Diddy Dean? Was that wrong? Well, let's continue.
How suspicious it all looked. But instead of addressing the concern, Hijab laughs, mocking it, dismissing it. By now, the deceit is undeniable. Hijab deliberately misled his followers and the public. through a calculated campaign of misdirection and dishonesty. But there's another name that keeps surfacing, one that cannot be ignored: Dawah. In previous videos, we've already exposed his lies, his deflection, and even his use of fabricated screenshots. And when caught, what does he do? He says nothing, hoping the dust will settle, hoping people will forget. But today, his role in this entire scheme becomes even more obvious. Shortly after the comments above, Hijab posts a poll in the group.
Guys, do you think I should put the scandal refutation video on my main channel, or should I wait?
Let's take a look at the results. Yes had 0 votes, while there were 12 votes suggesting no, Hijab should wait. Now here's where it gets quite revealing. One of those 12 votes telling Hijab not to publish the video on his own channel came from none other than his sidekick, his enabler, his loyal attack dog, Dawah.
No. Wait.
This speaks volumes. It confirms that Dawah knew exactly what was happening, that Hijab was behind the video, that the channel wasn't independent, and that the public was being deceived by design. And if anyone still had doubts about Dawah's awareness,
And it's not just Dawah. This was going out there, and this is why it's such a big thing. If they were just trying to fool the kuffar, then that's okay, right? But this channel was trying to change the mind of Muslims. And Dawah and all 75 da'is knew that Muhammad Hijab made this channel and was making it look like a third party to make it look more credible. It is absolutely disgusting what they're doing and what they're enabling it to do. And I saw my dear brother from another mother, another original Quran-only Christian up in the building. We got liturgy and truth. That's right, y'all. Hey, I don't like mentioning his old name, but for those that don't know that Liturgy and Truth changed his name, because I like this name a lot better, but it used to be the Black Doctor. Now it's Liturgy and Truth. I actually like Liturgy and Truth a lot better. Not that BD was a bad one. I just prefer this one. That's all right. So if everybody, hey, if you're not subscribed to him, get on over there. I got no problem if you take off from this live stream for a few seconds. Go hit him up with the subscription and then come back and enjoy the live stream. But let's get back into this video. Again, every message that we see, every poll that we see in that WhatsApp message was confirmed to be true by Diddy Dean responds in the previous video. Let's get it.
awareness of this deception, let's look at what happened next. A telling exchange between Murad, Hijab, and Dawah that shatters any remaining excuses.
Whatever point you want to make, Muhammad Hijab, I think it's best to keep it off the main channel. Muhammad Hijab, I no longer think you should remain silent. You should publish a video. Apus made a vid on it and has 100,000 views in 13 hours.
He already published video. It's just not on his channel.
He knew. He was in on it. After Hijab already admitted to creating the anonymity-based channel, Dawah clearly states,
He already published video. It's just not on his channel.
let that burn into your memory. Chapter 2, Affirmation of Marriage. In a previous video, we heard shocking and revealing testimony from Sheikh Mohammed Torana, clearly establishing that he spoke to a witness of the nikah, that a dowry was paid, and that he even facilitated getting Hijab to apologize to the sister after their divorce. But then Dawah came along, passionately taking one oath after another and trying to distract from Torana's testimony. They all refused to address it. But now we take a look behind the scenes where many of these Dawah bros were conversing about the public case. One of them was unsure about the claims of whether or not a marriage actually happened, and Hashim was there to quickly assert the truth.
So there was no marriage, right?
Misyar marriage. It became Messiar.
And what followed
It's a misyar marriage, though. It is a misyar marriage. But it became messy-yar. It became a messy-yar. That's hilarious.
absolute silence. No denial, no clarification. Just a clear assertion by Hashim that there was a misyar marriage and that it became messy. And what was Muhammad Hijab's response to this misyar marriage claim? Nothing. No denial, no correction, no rebuttal, silence, absolute silence. Silence in a room of 75 Dawah bros is consent. It is approval. It is confirmation. It is affirmation. For a man who built his reputation on openly challenging anyone and everyone, he didn't even flinch when his own close colleague admitted that a misyar marriage occurred. Chapter 3, the smear campaign. Let's continue.
Notice, Diddy Dean in his video would have saw all of this up till now. He would have saw the exact same video we see, right? He would have. Did he respond to any of it? Did he respond to part 1? Did he respond to part 2? Not at all. He was silent on the matter. And what is silence? It is affirmation in Islam. Let's get it.
The autopsy, because what you're about to witness next is the heart of the cover-up, the mind of the schemers, the moral void behind the Dawah stage mask. This wasn't just one man trying to salvage his reputation. It was a full-blown operation. In the private HP Dawah WhatsApp group, once again, consisting of 75 du'at, we see a coordinated plan unfold, not just from Hijab, but with active participation from Adi Dawah, and perhaps most chillingly, Hashim from Speaker's Corner, a longtime associate and the group's admin. Let's start with the scheming. Hashim doubles down on the position of Hijab keeping the video on a different channel, ensuring it isn't linked to him.
Stick to your original plan of a different channel. I think Aisha has some mental issues, ADHD. She came on our live stream last year to clear her doubts about the Quran and Hadith too.
Take note of what he states here, that
So mental issue, ADHD. Got it.
he believes she has a mental issue, specifically ADHD, something many people suffer from in different forms, lacking the ability to focus at times. He then shares an email that Sister Aisha had sent a year back regarding some questions and concerns she had.
Salam. I am contacting you again about my question. I have gone through the answers given and made some more research.
Later in the email, she mentions what she coins as a disability. Also, take note of how professional and courteous she is.
Brother Mansour used a very useful method that helps establish certainty step by step. I do apologize for not following up with that process. I have a mental disability, and when I am under tension, it becomes hard for me to clearly express my ideas or focus on all information given. I would appreciate it if I am able to meet with Brother Mansour to discuss further. I will share here some of the resources I checked.
She clearly states her mental challenge being related to not being able to express her ideas or focus when under tension or stress. Despite that, let's take a look at the conversation that ensues.
Make a second video on new channel with more evidence that we have given and make a case she's mentally ill.
Mental illness will work in her favor as it'll show Muhammad Hijab took advantage of her vulnerability.
So, if Diddy Dean wants to make the case that Aisha is mentally ill, that means she was mentally ill before she met Muhammad Hijab, which would mean if Muhammad Hijab wasn't dumb, he would know she is mentally ill. So now Diddy Dean is saying that Muhammad Hijab knowingly went into a relationship with a woman with mental illness. That's what he's getting at. That is ADHD. Yeah. Apparently we're all mentally ill then. Like back in the day when I was going to school, not anyone was ever diagnosed with ADHD. I don't even know if they had a test for it back then. But I bet you everybody had it by the way that they describe it. So it just, to me, it doesn't make sense. But again, all of these messages we see are true.
Best case would be to expose her as someone doubting the Quran, the very book she uses to demand a mubahala.
So, the best case, the way to expose her is that she doubts the Quran. Make it so that she's an apostate. That is Dawah Wise's wise information.
So Murad wants to make a case she's mentally ill, and Hashim says that might work in her favor. So instead, he suggests, quote, exposing her as someone doubting the Quran. I want you to take a moment to realize what is happening here. This is a sister who brought forth a case of being tricked and deceived into a hotel, intimacy-only marriage. And how do they want to fire back? They want to run a smear campaign against her and frame her as being mentally ill. A bit later, another brother casts her as being mental, to which Hashim doubles down on it.
She's straight up mental.
She did admit to having mental issues online and also in her email to us.
And what was Adi Dawah's response when the sister's mental health was brought up?
We don't want to push her to suicide.
And what was Muhammad Hijab's
We don't want to push her to suicide. What is Muhammad Hijab's response to that?
immediate response?
To be honest, Aki, if she's an apostate and an enemy of Islam, we shouldn't care.
Absolutely.
If she's an apostate. So if we make her look like an apostate and it forces her to unalive herself, then so be it. That is Muhammad Hijab right there. This woman, being a Muslim, what they want to do is make her look like an apostate. And if she looks like an apostate and then she unalives herself, then why do they care? Let me go back over that one more time. I want everyone just to see how disgusting Muhammad Hijab and Ali Dawah and every one of these 75 da'is are in this group. Diddy Dean already confirmed that all of these messages are true. And that's why I wanted to do the video before. They can't say that these messages don't exist. They can't claim that these aren't around. Diddy Dean confirmed that these are true messages. Now let's go back and let's see the mind of these 75 da'is.
Push her to suicide.
And what was Muhammad Hijab's immediate
Mental.
She did admit to having mental issues online and also in her email to us.
And what was Adi Dawah's response when the sister's mental health was brought up?
We don't want to push her to suicide.
And what was Muhammad Hijab's immediate response?
To be honest, Aki, if she's an apostate and an enemy of Islam, we shouldn't care.
Absolutely shocking, appalling, and jaw-dropping. Let that sink in. When the possibility of suicide is mentioned, a woman pushed to her breaking point, a woman he once called his wife, Hijab coldly responds,
We shouldn't care.
We shouldn't care if this woman tries to kill herself because these 75 men are attacking her. That is the mind of a Muslim right there. That is the mind of a Muslim. If you're a Muslim and you don't condemn this, you are guilty of it yourself. 75 of your brothers are in there. They were ready to tear apart this girl. And even if she killed herself because of it, they didn't care. That's what y'all are following.
not a flicker of remorse, not a moment of hesitation, no concern, no empathy, no conscience. This isn't just disturbing, it's damning. He made it clear for the masses, if you're deemed an enemy of Islam, your life is disposable. Even though the sister never renounced her faith, even though she continued to plead by the very principles of Islamic justice, he was prepared to discard her life, like trash, for simply speaking out. And here's the most chilling part. Not a single da'i in that group challenged his words. No one stood up. No one pushed back. They sat in silence, complicit. They weren't just defending him. They were colluding. They were orchestrating a smear campaign. They were planning a character assassination in broad daylight.
And I want to point out, Diddy Dean, when he did his response today, 10 hours ago, would have heard all of this. And the only thing that he wanted to actually respond to was the mental illness claim. That's the only part of this video he actually had a problem with. So again, Diddy Dean is confirming everything that we're listening to right now.
And yet, in the face of this darkness, we remember what Islam teaches us. There was once a funeral that passed by the Messenger of Allah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Peace and blessings be.
Well, we know what Islam teaches, but hey, go ahead, man. Give us your story.
Be upon him. And he stood up, to which they informed him, this is a Jew. And what was the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's response? He said, is it not a soul? Islam does not teach us to disregard life. Not the life of a Muslim, not the life of a non-Muslim, not even the life of an ideological enemy. But
Muhammad had people slaughtered just for mentioning his name. The man didn't even like geckos, for crying out loud. This was like whack-a-mole in the desert was whack-a-gecko all day long. They was out there unaliving geckos, people. Like, man, hey, don't get me started with Muhammad now. Hey, I'm letting you expose the Dawah boys, but don't present Muhammad like he is some type of angel, because we all know he ain't. Let's just leave it there.
here we have a man who claims to defend Islam, saying that even if this woman commits suicide, if she dies, it means nothing.
We shouldn't care.
This is not Islam. This is sociopathy cloaked in religiosity. Despite the silence of 75 du'at in that group, including Ani Dawah, the collusion continued.
Salam, guys. I heard that David Wood knew that something would happen, that there would be some kind of scandal, and that there is a video that proves it. Does anyone have that video? We need it ASAP.
Walaikum assalam. Don't know about David Wood, but Christian Prince. And I'll send you videos.
Bring that, please.
She appeared on lives with the name Sarah. No?
How can we connect the two?
Timestamp is there. First one.
What does that timestamp prove?
She appears with the name Sarah twice. Same.
Weird how you hear Diddy Dean's name there, eh? So it sounds like Diddy Dean was one of the main ones in the cover-up.
Name on Twitter. Her voice is identical.
Yes, that's the smoking gun.
Even same orange background with an S.
Is that her voice, Mohammed Hijab?
Yes!
We should put this all together in one folder and share it.
We're already on it, and we will let the public know about it with a final video putting an end to this.
She did admit to having mental issues online and also in her email to us.
What email? Please send. Where does she do that? Do you know?
He done another one. Did she take her channel down then? I can't find anything.
Yes, her channel is gone. I was checking all day. Who has Dunya Schweib's number?
Not sure, but this is her.
Dunya Schweib. So apparently, whatever.
Email.
Coming to a cinemas near you. Haha, I was thinking of doing that, but nah. Main channel.
Guys, the video with Ali Dawah is going to come out in 1 hour or so. When it comes out, please flood the comments. Guys, video's out, please.
Hey guys, when my video's done, can you please flood comments? The first comments are really important. The earliest ones are the most important. You'll hear why here in a minute.
Fill up comments with support. Comments are really important, and the earliest ones are the most important.
Told you.
Please comment ASAP.
This was just a preview of them carefully scavenging the internet and collaborating to see what they could possibly dig up on Sister Aisha and how they could use it against her. This wasn't about their pursuit of presenting the truth. Instead, it was an all-out campaign to erase her credibility, exploit her vulnerability, and manipulate the public. Chapter 4, Collusion Forensics. Speaking of collusion, we're also going to take a look at another forensic evidence proving the collaboration between Muhammad Hijab and Ali Dawah. If you have been following this case, you will recall that after our initial video, Hijab put out a response. This was followed by Ali Dawah posting 2 videos and then another follow-up video by Hijab. In these videos, we're going to do an analysis of 2 components, audio waveforms and the captions, along with the typography used in them. On April 8th, Hijab posted his first video response onto the channel False Accusations UK, to which he admitted to creating amongst the Dawah bros and even in his Freudian 5.
I'm passing this one because I don't care if Ali Dawah and Muhammad Hijab are using the same programs, the same editors, and everything else. We already know that they're boyfriend, like husband and wife. Like Ali Dawah wasn't even upset that his husband, Muhammad Hijab, had a miscarriage marriage with Aisha. The only thing he was upset with is that she was trying to expose his husband. That was all, right? So I don't really care if they're using the same programs, but the vileness and vulgarity of the Dawah boys is something we want to see.
Vileness and vulgarity. What I'm going to share next requires a bold disclaimer. Viewer discretion strongly advised. There's something deeply disturbing about witnessing those who preach morality in public, yet speak with filth in private gatherings. In this next part, you're going to see the actual messages exchanged by individuals who wear the title of du'at, those meant to invite people to Islam. But what you'll see is not the call to Islam, morals, and decency. It is a descent into vulgarity, sexual innuendo, indecency, and vulgar joking. The kind of talk that the Prophet ﷺ condemned as behavior unbefitting of any believer, let alone someone who carries the banner of Islam. It begins with Ali Dawah posting a poll seeking suggestions for a new alternate channel.
I'm starting a new channel purely for Dawah conversations and some controversial stuff. Ha ha ha. What do you think I should name it?
After a few suggestions, he responds,
I want something a bit spicy. That's why I'm inclined to uncensored.
Before things start going downhill, one of the Dawah bros actually puts forth one of the best suggestions, a phrase repeatedly echoed by many people throughout the YouTube comments.
Ali needs da'wah. It'll get the clicks.
Ali needs dawah. Most of us couldn't agree more. Soon after, Hijab pops in with a suggestion, and things began to get vile and vulgar.
Ali Dawah raw.
Oh, that's sick.
Raw what?
I like raw meat.
Ali Dawah explicit. Ali Dawah 18 plus.
Explicit.
Ali Dawah ungagged.
Ali Dawah 4 inches.
So Muhammad Hijab, what was that last channel suggestion there? Muhammad Hijab, go ahead and tell us again here.
Explicit. Ali Dawah 18 plus.
Explicit.
Ali Dawah ungagged.
All right, so Ali Dawah ungagged. All right, what do you got for us, Muhammad Hijab?
Ali Dawah 4 inches.
What? Ali Dawah 4 inches. Muhammad Hijab is out there dropping bombs on Ali Dawah. He's like, hey, 4-inch man. That's probably why Ali Dawah had to take the toy back from God Logic in the park, because that toy he was going to use as his fee, his dowry fee for his next wife. And why? Because he's only got 4 inches. No real woman's going to take him serious, right? And it has to be true, because Muhammad Hijab, he sees it every day, right? He's already, so that And notice that Ali Dawah didn't deny it. Let's just see here if he denies it.
Ha 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 ha.
I take that as a compliment.
What? So you take that as a compliment? You thought it was smaller than that. You thought it was smaller than that. So you're like, oh yeah. Oh, I'm all the way up to 4 inches, boy. I'm all the way up to 4 inches. He's proud of that. And he's proud of that. Oh, let's keep going though.
In this sea of disgust and feeling of being absolutely repulsed, all I can say is, Ali Dawah, what you deem as a compliment will likely be a source of humiliation that will haunt you for the rest of your public life. Though it doesn't stop there, Hijab and the Dawah Bros continue.
Ali Dawah, 18 plus.
Ali 4-inch Dawah is gonna be his new name. If y'all Christians get into an Ali Dawah live stream and you're in the comment section, I want to see somebody putting in there Ali 4 inches Dawah. That is your new name, man. That is your new name.
Ali Dawah, adult. Ali Dawah, XXX.
Ali Dawah unshortened. Ali Dawah whole length. Ali Dawah all in. Ali Dawah full out. Ali Dawah uninterrupted.
Puny Dawah.
Ali Dawah whole shebang. Ali Dawah unzipped, referring to his mouth.
I'm honestly beyond disturbed for a group of individuals who claim to represent the religion to casually engage in conversations filled with obscene jokes and sexual innuendos. It's not just inappropriate, it is deeply disgraceful. It is pathetic. It is disgusting. It is humiliating.
It is completely disgusting. I'm in a group. I'm in a Telegram group. And there is a bunch of people in that group. And there is nothing like that in there. There's accountability in our Telegram group. Not this type of nonsense. Hey, salam to you, Marcos, Zamora as well. In our group, if any one of us would have did anything like this, we would have been condemned and we would have been told to come out publicly, announce what we did publicly, and step away from ministry. And I'm going to say this. I started my apologetics many, many years ago. People know this. I'm not going to mention any names in the past, except for the one name that I still am with in the future, which is Jay. Me and Jay from JaiandDOC, we walked away from a brother who we thought was a brother. I'm not saying we walked away from a brother. We walked away from who we thought was a brother because of what we found out and what he did. He told us himself what he did. And we, at that point in time, turned our back and we walked away. I could not be in ministry, communion, or in relation being able to talk to a man that would do something like that. And Jay is the same as me. We have accountability in Christ. It's not about us. It's about him. We're not here for the 100,000 subscribers. We're not here for the 300,000 subscribers. We're not here for the 1 million subscribers. We're here to plant seeds. If we're not planting those seeds, then we shouldn't be here doing it. And that's why I love the group that I'm in, is we have accountability in that group. And I want to thank y'all. Y'all know who you are out there. So thank y'all for being you and not being these Dawah boys. But let's get back into it.
This kind of behavior is not befitting of anyone who wears a cloak of religiosity. It is a betrayal of the trust that comes with being seen as a moral or spiritual guide. There must be a higher standard, not just in public, but also in private. If this is what happens behind closed doors, then it's no wonder why the public is losing faith in so-called religious figures, whose hypocrisy and integrity lacking nature is becoming more and more evident with every passing day. Chapter 6, Blasphemy. One of the most shocking attempts at humor was...
So, holy, I said exactly what the Bible says about his actions. I told him what he needed to do, and I walked away. Yep.
Was made by none other than Muhammad Hijab, followed by Ali Dawah's laughter.
Ha 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 ha. Maybe Brother Salman will produce a video of a woman saying, I married Ali Dawah. And after I told him I was his God.
This is not just satire. This is not just a slip of the tongue. This is a man who publicly accuses others of shirk, of placing someone on the level of God, while he himself jokes about being a deity, being someone's God. No sincere believer, no man grounded in Islamic humility would ever utter such a statement, even if trying to invoke humor. It's not just blasphemous, it is reflective of an inflated ego and a narcissistic self-image that is completely at odds with the teachings of our faith. Never once have we witnessed a scholar or a respected da'i make such a hideous, flagrant, and egregious joke. Compare this with his relentless public attacks on a vulnerable woman, Sister Aisha, when she used the term God as an analogy, as a metaphor, and not in the literal sense.
At that time, I look at this guy as a god.
Her words, while
I look at this guy as a god, not a god, right? So the problem that they have here is that as soon as they take that word and they apply it to Muhammad Hijab, what does that indicate in Islam? That indicates shirk. You're associating partners with Allah, of course, right? And shirk is an unforgivable sin, and it removes you from the fold of Islam. So by her, or by them saying that she's calling Muhammad Hijab her God, therefore committing shirk, therefore being an apostate, now they can do what they want with her. You see where all these lies finally end to. As long as they can eliminate her as a Muslim, as long as anybody listening to this discussion will believe that she is not a Muslim, then her credibility is shot in their eyes. You should only believe a Muslim. And as soon as she says this statement, she's out of the fold of Islam. Now you're not supposed to listen to her anymore. But this is what 75 men. Hey, we were all laughing when it was 100 men versus one gorilla. I was watching some of them TikToks. They was pretty funny. But what about 75 men versus one woman? This one woman is lighting these boys up. I'm just saying. She's got a whole group of 75 men trying to come at her. Hey, good job, Aisha.
Imprecise and hyperbolic were a metaphor, a figure of speech rooted in emotional attachment and trust, not literal worship. And yet Muhammad Hijab and Ali Dawah seized on this to accuse her of shirk, publicly branding her as someone outside the fold of Islam. But when he himself declares,
I was his God,
there is silence. This is not just hypocrisy.
What? So Muhammad Hijab claimed to be someone's Allah, and that's okay. That's okay for Muhammad Hijab to claim to be God. Apparently that's not shirk. But saying you referred to a man as God is now shirk. Come on, make that make sense. Make that make sense. Someone.
Hypocrisy. It is spiritual arrogance of the highest order. It is an abuse of influence, a dangerous flirtation with blasphemy, and it reveals a man whose self-obsession has crossed every red line of Islamic character and humility. Such words should shock every Muslim with a heart still beating for truth. And they should demand accountability, not applause, not praise, and most definitely not hysterical laughter on Dawah.
And after I told him I was his God.
Chapter 7.
So, hey, and for chapter 7, we're going to make you go over to JaiandDOC's to watch the rest of it, because I just wanted to tune into that. What I wanted to highlight here is 75 da'is versus one woman. And the 75 men conspired to lie and to make this woman look like she's an apostate, so that if by chance something happened to her, then oh well. So what happens if somebody is an apostate of Islam? Their blood is halal under Islam jurisprudence. So therefore, she is able to lose her life now under Islamic law because of these statements that these 75 guys are putting out there. They're basically trying to have this woman's life taken from her simply because she wants to speak out against Muhammad Hijab. And if anyone doubts the authenticity of the WhatsApp messages, if they were doctored, if they were they were not. Diddy Dean from Dean Responds did a video where he confirmed the group existed, and he confirmed that the chats in the group are legitimate. Diddy Dean was such an idiot for going live that he did not realize that the moment he went live, he just affirmed every conversation that you saw in that WhatsApp discussion to be true. Everything that you saw, Diddy Dean confirmed to be true. So they can't come out and say, well, he lied. He made up what I was saying. He changed what I was saying and edited it. They can't do that. Dean has already come out and said that this is real. I'm just wondering, like, he's going to get flogged for this one. Hey, we're going to do our own poll. We're going to do a one-way apologetics poll. I want a 1 in the chat if you think Diddy Dean is going to get flogged for what he did, or put a 2 in the chat if it's just normal Dawah business. Is Diddy Dean going to get flogged, or is just a normal Dawah business? Hey, walk with the spirit. Hey, you're right there. You're saying that he's going to be flogged. Elisa's like, hey, this is normal Dawah deception. But I think Elisa still thinks he's going to get flogged. Brady, I believe that he probably does have one of them, but I'm probably not going to say that one. But hey, the 4-inch comment kind of I'm just saying that one's out there. Yeah, Big Brother Scott, we know he getting flagged. I was waiting for both. Yeah, we got 1 and 2s coming out. That makes more. That is normal Dawah, right? But he definitely going to be getting flogged for this one. Yeah, somebody definitely going to throw Diddy Dean under the bus when this, he might even get kicked from the group. He might be the one that was leaking these discussions, because remember, y'all, for this guy behind the veil to get all of those discussions, all of those screenshots from the WhatsApp discussion, somebody in their group, one of those 75 da'is, did not like what he was seeing. One of those people is your rat in the group. One of those people are the one that's sending them all those screenshots. So your deception is coming from inside your own group. How do we know it's not Diddy Dean? He basically just confirmed everything in there. The only thing Diddy Dean had a problem with was him being right about her having a mental illness. That was it. That's all he cared about that whole video. He affirmed everything else. Good job, Diddy Dean. Good job. All right, all right. Hey, and with that, that is the live stream today. We got about an hour and a half worth of live stream in today. We got a great review when it comes to the Dawah drama. And I may be live tomorrow. I was going to go live today with Big Brother Scott to do part 3 of our refutation. But because me taking so long getting home and I really wanted to do this review, we will be bringing you the part 3 refutation to Tovia Singer and to Libiano, but I will get that to you within the next few days. I'll contact Big Brother Scott, see when he's free. We'll get our times together and we'll be back for part 3. And Big Brother Scott told me, he said part 3 is going to be the best part. So if you've seen part 1 and you've seen part 2 and you've got those notes and your mind was blown from part 1 and part 2, oh, you best be here for part 3. It's going to be even more mind-blowing, the amount of information we're going to get from Big Brother Scott. And I love highlighting my brother's strengths, and a lot of people don't know the strengths that Big Brother Scott has. And when it comes to the Judaism and the rabbinic reports, man, this guy, man, he's there. And that's why he's up on here with me. So I'll be with him sometime this week. Stay tuned for that. And with saying that, there is only one God, y'all. That is the true triune God of Scripture. Abortion is murder. And there is only one way to paradise, y'all. That is through our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Every knee will bow. Every tongue will confess that he is their Lord. And I pray you do it in this life before you're forced to do it in the next. God bless you all and have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday night.